I think it's safe to say we've taken our time at Sporting, but we go into this massive game with champions Porto, equal on points, on the same amount of games played. 2 points behind Braga at the top, Benfica hot on our heels. It's going to be a very competitive season, and these big games are the ones that could well define where the title goes to. So let's hope they actually end up on our side. It's time for a Munch masterclass. A Munchino masterclass. It's incredibly attacking rather than incredibly defensive. Better be okay with that, Jose. Because, viewers, as I said, going into this game with Porto today, 32 points each in the table. Second and third we take up at the moment, but you can tell we are the ones in hot form. Porto have lost 2 of their last 5. So have Braga. We, on the other hand, are still unbeaten along with Benfica. But Benfica, even now, are beginning to fall away a little bit in comparison to how we are playing. They keep drawing games and dropping points, whereas we continue our scintillating form. And as you can tell, since the last time we met where we did play Benfica, we beat Rio Ave 5-0 in the Premier League, and we also qualified in both cup competitions to the next round, which means set us up, of course, with a League Cup semi-final against Benfica. I hope you don't mind. I'm probably not going to focus on the League Cup at all this year because we won it last year, and it's not a trophy we should be interested in. However, the Portuguese 6th round, we should be interested in. Rio Ave are in that. Considering we just beat them 5-0, I anticipate that we should be able to make it into the semi-finals. And one of Braga or Benfica is going out as they play each other. Good, exciting times. But let's not focus about that. Let's focus on the 2 games today. Starting off with, of course, the big game at home to Porto. And we will be at home again for the second game as we take on Madeira. I'll think about Madeira sauce now. We've had a nice long break. It's the first game back after the Christmas sort of mini break of 2 weeks. Let's hope then that hasn't affected the team too much in terms of form. Just to let you know, I have got a couple of problems though, which have just arisen out of absolutely nowhere. Number one being that Gabrielle Martinez has been recalled on loan from Arsenal. Yes, unfortunately, our in-form Brazilian winger who got a number of goals, well, 5 in 10 games, so he got more than that, obviously, overall. In the cup competitions, he got loads. But even in the league, 5 in 10 with 3 assists is not bad. He's gone back to Arsenal. They've recalled him, realising they made a terrible mistake in letting him go. Bukayo Saka, though, is still here, fortunately. But, obviously, we're missing a really big part on that left-hand side, which means that Pedro Nuno currently is having to go out there and play on that side. Sparrow's upset because he's not number 1 choice because Patrick Cutrone has been in scintillating form. Troy Parrott is pushing for first team place. Venuti is injured, so my only other left back other than Nuno Mendes has managed to get himself injured. But fortunately Mendes is coming back, although he's not really 100% fit for this game, but we're just going to have to make the most of what we've got. It's been a difficult period. One good thing to notice is that we have now got a budget of £14.75 million. So the board have realised that with all the great financial work I've done, they've actually given me a little bit of money to spend. And spend it I will. With Martinelli going, there is room in my team for a very out-and-out class left midfielder because Cabral, I don't think, is going to cut the mustard. And I bring you for that Adam Hlozek. Now, he is currently wanted by a number of clubs, including Manchester City. They've offered £11.5 million. I didn't know that. So basically, they're going to be able to buy him as well, unless I offer him a whacking great contract offer. I'm going to have to. City have got more financial firepower than I do, but I really want Adam Hlozek. So I'm going to try and up this as much as I can, up to 76k. He'll be the highest paid player at the club, should he come in. I didn't realise City were after him. That's a right pain in the arse. They don't need him. But hopefully he'll be coming in, as well as Arthur Zagre, who will give a little bit of competition at left back. He's not too much to get excited about from Monaco. I was more excited about Hlozek, but even that's been ruined by City. Tough times, but not on the pitch, and that's where it matters. So the lineup for today then is Farines and goal, Mendes, Guillermo, Quaresma and Porro making up a very good central central defence, a good defence in general. It's not all about the centre-backs, mate. Polina, Ugarte and Goncalves make up the midfield three, and as you can tell, the green lines everywhere you look. Nuno's on the left, Santos on the right, and Paddy Cutrone is leading the line up front. I expect more from Nuno Santos. I need him to start kind of contributing more. He played very well in the last game. It's taken him a little while to get his match fitness back up. He's been injured pretty much ever since I got here, so I'm trying to make the most of his fantastic talent. And looking at the Porto team, then they're obviously level on points with us. They've got a few players that we need to watch out for. Romario Barra is a player I'd really like to bring to the squad, but I doubt I'll be able to get him while I'm here at Sporting for obvious reasons, because we're rival clubs. But the player we do need to watch out for is a chap called Fabio Vieira, who's been in scintillating form for them so far this season. Got to watch out for him. Last time we played them, though, we beat them 5-1 here at home. I'm sure they probably remember that. I'm sure they're probably not going to be happy about it. So let's hope they haven't taken it too to heart. It's also worth noting that there's even more news I forgot to mention, which is that Maximiano, our obviously second goalkeeper to Farines at the moment, Liverpool are after him, okay, and I rejected a bid of £9 million from him because I felt he's worth a lot more than that. Liverpool came back in again. He got upset because obviously I turned down a bid from Liverpool. He wasn't happy. There's a chance that he may well be leaving, and that will give me a chance to get even more money in, but I don't want to lose him for that amount of money. As Nuno Santos bangs in a brilliant goal, but he's offside. It's a great finish. That's what I was after, but they're going to check it actually. Are they checking it? But yeah, the goal doesn't stand. It was offside. It did look offside from where I was sat, to be fair. It's really important that we win these home games. Going away from home, we just got to try and not get beat away from home against these big teams. But when we play them at home, it's imperative that we get the wins. Well, so far we've kept them really quiet. But 20 minutes in, you'd expect a little bit more. We've had the disallowed goal, obviously, but I was expecting a little bit more in terms of fireworks in this game. These are obviously two clubs that don't particularly like each other either, it's safe to say. And I didn't even see the shot there. That's some sensational game engine camera work there. I missed the highlight. I just saw the ball go over the bar. Mateus on the ball, plays it back to the late. I don't like the fact that they're having a good period of possession just before us. Constantly, what a save by Farines that is. That is an incredible save. I genuinely thought that was in. What a save. We've not played well, really, in this first half. We've not really taken the game to Porto. And we've not been able to deal with that left-hand side of Bancu and Vieira. And we might be able to get away from it here while Bancu's on the other side. And he's played a pretty loose ball to Pedro Porro. He's played an equally loose ball just up the line. Brilliant. But Bancu's given the ball away again. Not his best few minutes. Goncalves on the ball. Hits it. Brilliant finish by Pedro Gonçalves. Get in! It's completely come out absolutely nowhere. We've done nothing so far. Absolutely nothing in this game. Apart from that disallowed goal. Other than that, nothing. And out of nowhere, it's a Toby toe punt into the far corner. Brilliant finish by Gonçalves. It's taking us up to second as Braga, unfortunately, have just taken the lead against Ferreira. Let's not worry about Braga. We'll deal with them another day. And now I'm going to say I am happy with the performance so far. The truth is that obviously I'm not really that happy with it. It's not been brilliant, but we're 1-0 up, and that is all that really matters at the moment. Finally, my midfield are turning up in a big game. I say that, only Goncalves has got playing at 7.4, but Agate and Paulinho have been relatively quiet. Don't care. Just get through this game, boys. I don't care if there's not another highlight for the rest of the game. There's a highlight straight after I say that. Fabio Vieira whips the ball in. I love conceding from a set piece. That's offside, I think. He's given it as offside. Okay, it says he's clearly offside. No wonder we're frustrated then. Well done, boys. It's a good line. We'll find out now. Is it a good line? Yeah, he's pretty far off, to be fair. That's good play by the boys there, but we do tend to concede a lot of goals from set pieces, especially in the big games. It's a bit disappointing. I'd say, but Paulinho's not played brilliantly today, and I don't really want to take him off, though. Cutrone's going to come off, though. Sparra's going to come on. I'm also going to bring on Lucas Nemecha, who is fresh off a 4-goal haul in one of the cup games. Santos has been okay, but not brilliant. Pedro Nuno is continuing to play quite well out on that left-hand side. But if I could get a second, we can just get a second, this game is ours for the taking. I'm also going to bring on Bukayo Saka at left-back. For the very tired Mendes. I had a feeling that would happen in Saka. Get him some minutes back in his legs. Braga are 2-1 up. I was hoping that they might drop points today. The top four all in action today. The Metro on the ball. That's not a good way to introduce yourself to the game, mate. That's Kresma finds a good ball to Agate. Goncalves to Nemecha. That's... I was going to say it's much more like it when he buried it into the back of the net. But he didn't. He missed it. Well, they're going for a bit more. So they've opened the game up. Gonçalves for a second. Over a free kick. Please. Oh, he's hit it just wide. With 4 minutes to go, we might be taking a crucial 1-0 win. I think we have. We've done it. Get in! A big result. 4-0. Is it 4-0? 1-0. I don't know why I said 4. Big, I just wished it was. Just sheer willpower. No. Brilliant. Get in. A Manchinio masterclass. We pressed them. We harried them. We won the ball back early. And we beat them in the O Classico derby. Lots of yellows. You can tell they're a pretty ill-tempered game all round. But I could not care less. We came away with the result. That is all that matters. Braga and Benfica won their games as well. So obviously they are managing to sort of hold on tight with us. And now more bids coming in then for Maximiano in goal. He's got a release clause of £41 million. And I'm getting some pretty pittance offers in. I'm going to go 30 million, which is 10 million less than his release clause. And Brighton are willing to negotiate. So that's 11.5. I want to keep going at 30 and see how far I can take them up. Brighton have said £25 million for Maximiano they will take. He's obviously a very good goalkeeper. But at the moment, Martinez is in great form. I've got some decent keepers up and coming behind. I'm not too bothered if we do get rid of him. That's good news. That could be really, really big, because that takes me then from having a budget of only 14 million to probably 16 million, knowing my board. And Liverpool will come in with their bid for Maximiano. They've gone even higher here. Right, well now I can push Liverpool because Brighton have matched up and given me 25 million. I'm going to say 30 million. Liverpool have given me 30 million pounds. 30 million. Insane. So can I turn down the Brighton offer? I will reject the Brighton offer. 30 million pounds from Liverpool for Luis Maximiano. Thank you, Brighton. You served your purpose. There's another huge game today. Even though we're playing Madeira tomorrow, it's Porto v Braga today. And this is a game we definitely have to keep an eye on. Porto at home to Braga. If they can do us a favour and if they can beat Braga, or a draw would be absolutely ideal, provided we go off and we beat Madeira. But that would be the perfect result if we can get a draw between Porto and Braga. Absolutely perfect. A 1-1 draw between Porto and Braga is absolutely perfect. It could not have gone any better for me there if I tried. Oh, suddenly, what was potentially going to be a very difficult episode has turned into an absolute blinder, because Adam Hozek has turned down Manchester City and is coming to us because of our performance in the league. I will obviously sign him. Big yes for Adam Hozek. Unbelievable signing. Get in. And it's a record signing as well. They're very happy to sign a player of his caliber and performance of the fans. I'm delighted with that. That's a big signing. And it means that if Cabral does go, it's no issue. Brilliant. I feel like we're playing this very well in terms of transfers at the moment. I'm buying players in quite cheap and they're going for a lot more money. So Maximiano goes for 40. That means I'll get an extra 12 million. So I'll get an extra 12 million in the budget from that, which is not bad. It means I could probably sign another top quality player. And that man might actually be Pedro Porro. Does my £7.5 million bid still stand? Because if it does, I'll definitely sign him. But he's not going to be playing today as Porro. He's going to be making way for Miguelon, who's obviously going to be starting because he's suspended his Porro. So there's nothing too untoward there. I'm going to quickly register Hozek because you may well get to see him make his debut today. So the only change there is that Miguelon has come in for the suspended Pedro Porro. Other than that, it is as you were. Let's hope for a similar result. Maybe a little bit more in the way of goals would be good. They beat us last time we played in Madeira. Let's not have that again. And the boys are excited to put it right. Come on, let's go. Santos plays it back to Miguelon. Good ball in by... Oh, God, God, I completely lost my tracking of thought there. Gonçalves put a good ball in and we just... hit the post with a shot from Ugarte. Very, very close. Unfortunate that it didn't go in. But we are in the midst of some very, very strong form right now. Again, it's taken us a little while to get going here. 30 minutes in. We've had a couple of highlights. Obviously hit the post and forced a good save from Daniel. But you'd expect more, really, from a team of ours. Or like ours, rather. To make more in the first half an hour or so, I think. Quaresma plays it back to Martinez, who's doing very well in goal, actually. He's not conceded many since he's joined in with us. That's good. Ugarte into Paddy Cutrone. Oh, dear me. Nuno on the ball. Go on, mate. Play one of your sumptuous passes. That'll do. Santos on the ball. Oh, he skinned his man there. Santos drives the side, hits it. Daniel with another good save. We're making it a little bit too easy for Daniel Guimaraes in goal. So 0-0 at the break. Don't let it be one of those days, lads. I'm going to take Polina off. We're going to go for it a little bit more. Troy Parrott is going to come on and is going to be going up front. Parrot's been in very good form recently. He got a decent goal, obviously, for us last time, but he has scored a multitude of goals since he came in. Klozek, being on the bench, may well get his chance soon. Okay, right, time to make a change. It's happening. Nuno Santos just not hitting form, and Klozek is coming on. Nuno's going to go back out to his preferred right-hand position. Klozek is going to come on that left-hand side. Do me a favour, mate. A debut goal would be perfect, please. And they've got the ball here, and I'm a little bit concerned as Camacho finds Ruben Freitas. Can we just clear this nicely? Kiamon with a lovely, lovely header out. Now, Nuno, ball over the top. Cutrone, one touch, at his feet. Paddy Cutrone, I think he's dribbled it around the goalkeeper. I have no idea how he's done it, but Patrick Cutrone has scored a big goal. We're kind of not playing at full capacity going forward, but we're grinding them out. The pace gets in there. He could square it for Parrott. Instead, he dinks it inside both of the goalkeeper and the defender. It's a brilliant piece of skill, I think, going by the wonderful animations on the match engine. In all fairness, they are actually much better this year. But it looked like he just darted inside both of them there, went round the goalkeeper, finished it nicely. Now, let's just go and get a second, put this to bed. Miguel on, teaser back to Nuno, into Gonzalez. Oh, that's not brilliant. Now, can Mendes get there ahead of Camacho? He has. He's made himself some space. Mendes, tease it. Paddy Cutrone to Klozek. We're making chances like nobody's business now. The game is opening up. Parrott into Cutrone. He's going to play the ball through. Klozek's in. Such pace. Such poor finishing. Nuno on the ball. Whips it in. They've cleared it there through Nogueira. Nuno back on the ball. Back to Klozek. At least he's getting involved early doors. Nuno whips it in. Ugarte. It's another brilliant save from Daniel. He's kept them in this game completely. Quaresma to Gonçalves. Gonçalves, lovely ball to Klozek. I'm loving how involved he's getting early doors though. Klozek back to Mendes. Mendes tees it. Klozek. It's nearly off. It was nearly a debut goal, but Pedro Nuno is there on hand to tap it in. He is easily the most underrated player in this team. Is Nuno. He performs week in, week out. He makes so many chances, scores big goals. 2-0. We've been turning it on in the last 10 minutes or so. They've not managed to sustain it. Klozek's unlucky there, but Nuno, brilliant little leap there just to tap it away. Big result here. It's gone over the head of everyone. I was hoping Quaresma might get on that. Saka on the ball. Is he going to hit it? No. Gonçalves to Ugarte. Manuel Ugarte is absolutely insane. And I might try and sign him from Bayern Munich if I can get the money together. What a finish. Brilliant from Quaresma and Saka here. Saka just lays it off to Gonçalves, who's become very prominent in our team. That's a brilliant finish by Ugarte. He loves the long strike. It's his 6th goal of the season. Goals from everywhere. We're not as reliant as we were on Sparrow last year. When you think about it, Sparrow nearly got about 50% of the goals we scored last year. This year, it's all mixed about. There's so many places where the goals are coming from. We're such a much better, well-oiled machine. It's not going to be enough to take us top of the table, but this episode has gone a long way towards us becoming potential champions of Portugal. We beat Porto in a crucial game, and then we backed it up with a battering of another decent team in the league pretty soon afterwards. Saka's injured again. Only bruising, though. It was brilliant. When we went to the 4-4-2, we changed it completely. Very happy. They're asking me how long the unbeaten run can last. I have absolutely no idea. Saka's out for another day with a bruised ankle. That's no issue. Klozek looked insanely good when he came on. He made things happen. Very excited to see how well this young man develops while he's here. I mean, the pace alone is sensational. He's quite tall. He's got decent dribbling, finishing, first touch. I should have told you all this before we start playing him. That leaves us second in the league, then 5 points ahead of Porto, 2 behind Braga, and 10 ahead of Benfica. But Benfica are kind of the fly in the ointment again. I'll quickly forward through because I want to see what happens between them and Maritimo. If Maritimo can beat Benfica here, it's arguably been one of the best episodes of the series for us, and they haven't. Benfica continue to keep up the pressure on us, but the most important thing is that we've got the gap over them at the moment. But this lad, I need to sign. Darwin Núñez. I may not be able to take him with me while I'm at Sporting, but he is a player that I am definitely going to be keeping an eye on through the rest of the save where I go to other clubs. That much is for sure. Anyway, obviously there's lots going on in the transfer market with Maximiano going and a couple of other players, potentially even including Cabral. I could have a pretty hefty budget, and we'll find out what use I've made of it when we come back to our next game, which is actually going to be a little bit further away. We are going to come back for that first game against Manchester United. You can tell here we've got a kind run of fixtures on paper before that United game. So we'll come back for the away game against Guimarães and the first game away at Old Trafford of our Champions League first knockout round leg. I hope that you're excited. I know that I certainly am. Can we win the title? Who knows? Maybe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And thank you very much for watching this episode of Matching Mourinho. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do drop a like on it, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the support that's coming in on it recently. People seem to be really enjoying the series now. It's kind of kicked into gear and videos are a lot more regularly. Hopefully we can keep the views coming up and get even more people onto the channel. And hopefully I'll also be able to reward you all with some proper silverware. I hope so anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again, take care of yourselves everyone. Stay cool.